Good afternoon. Good afternoon. You're outside the round table, and I'm your host, H.L. Seiler. And like we do every week, I would ask that you join me in a moment of silence for the over 170,000 loved ones lost in this pandemic. So could you join me in a moment of silence, please? Thank you, thank you. Also, I want to say a great big shout out to our first responders. They have really been holding us down. So, and we really appreciate it. I know it might seem like we don't appreciate it, but we appreciate you guys. Everybody ready? Everybody ready? I can't hear nobody. Well, let's get to it. I'm starting this show. Me now, not Joy 106.3. Me. I'm starting this show off by saying, is it me? Or am I tripping? Or does it seem like Mr. Trump is looking desperate? Huh? It could be me. Y'all know, y'all say I be tripping. 386-516-8030-8031. Y'all say I be tripping, but I mean, y'all know I can back everything else I say. Because listen, everything I say I can back up. Because the man had just went on TV. He went on TV and said, if he loses, the election is rigged. Are you kidding me? Is that what we have become? That's a serious accusation for the most powerful man in the world to be saying. Are you kidding me? He's becoming unraveled. And listen. Listen, I gotta tell you guys, in all seriousness, he's scaring me. I don't know about y'all, but he's scaring me. I know you call and tell me how you feel about it. When I say scaring me, I mean us, the country. When I say me, I'm talking about, when I say scaring me, I'm talking about us as a nation. We have a Congress. We have a Congress that took a vacation. They went on recess. In the same week, the unemployment ran out for millions of people. And the moratorium on the federal eviction bill that they had passed had expired also. So now they ain't got no money and now the landlord can kick them out. Are you serious? Are you serious? Moscow Mitch McConnell and his merry men of Trump sycophants went home without making sure all these people out here living paycheck to paycheck had some type of stimulus to help them during this pandemic. Over 50 million people out of work, ladies and gentlemen. You just lost your unemployment benefits. So that means you know they don't have no money. So can somebody tell me, anybody, I get the number again, 386-516-8030-8031. Can anybody tell me, why would they be going on vacation at the time like this without getting a bill done for all the American people that's out here hurting right now? Can somebody please call and tell me why? Because we know what Trump doing. He out playing golf. Everybody and their mama know what he doing. I keep telling, listen to me. I keep telling anybody who will listen, you cannot wish this virus away. Number one. You cannot wish this virus away. Listen to me closely. Florida, Georgia, average 30 new cases for every 100 individuals. It's out of every 10 persons, three tested positive. That's way too high, everybody. That's way too high. I want you to listen to me. ICU beds in Florida, right now as we speak, are at 85 to 95% full. In Georgia, 80%, 86% full. ICU beds with the ventilators. They ain't reporting on none of this. Everybody thinking it's all right. Look at North Carolina, just went back to school. 100 people already. I keep telling you, we're going to have to lock down again. We're at the point where people are going to be getting sick and it ain't going to be enough ventilators. I'm just telling you. I'm just telling you. I'm just trying to sound the alarm. Because you won't have a ventilator available to you because we'll be overran. Because I mean, if you would see an increase, you would think that because they ramped up testing, right? No. These increases, that's what Trump said. We tested too many people. That's why we get. Okay, well, guess what? Come close to the radio. Let me put a bug in your ear. On July 24th, we were testing 950,000 people a day. That was almost a month ago. But right now we're only testing 650,000 people. So we're testing less people and still getting high numbers. So what that lets you know? This thing out here rampant, it ain't even sounding alarm. I keep telling anybody who will listen, it's like a forest fire coming and ain't nobody paying attention. I believe, and I hope and pray I'm wrong, that they are testing less people. The data shows that. Almost 200,000 people, 180,000 people per day less. When the virus is on an upward trajectory. What kind of sense that make? Somebody please tell me what kind of sense that make. I don't want to think I'm losing my mind. I don't feel to bump my head. They don't want the numbers to go up because they don't want him to look bad. He already told you that. He'd rather people die like we pawns on a chessboard than save everybody's lives just to prove his point. Are you kidding me? Because that's what's happening. This is why I'm constantly saying these people are playing games with our lives. I constantly say it on my show. They're playing games with our lives. Can you imagine? Can you imagine proper leadership? How many people will still be living? No, I'm just saying, in all seriousness, this ain't no game. These people lives, we only get one of them. Every one of them count. Every one of them ain't no life more valuable than the next. But you know what? God is good, everybody. He really is. Because we might be on the verge of some good news. Hey, everybody got to clap at once. But we might be on the verge of some good news. Listen to this. Scientists at Yale University have developed a COVID-19 test kit. Get this, that you can spit in a tube and get a result in 24 hours. So they're working on that. That's legit. They're working on that. So keep your fingers crossed, everybody. Keep your fingers crossed. But I gotta say this, because I love my country. And I love my friends. And I love my family. I love great people of this country. But I gotta say this. I do, I really do. I have a moral obligation to say this. It's a shame and a disgrace that we're not testing at least 2 to 3 million people per day. It should be 5 million. And the tests they got are useless because they cannot contact trace. In order to do that, we need a test that gives us a result in at least 24 hours. At least, and that's what the new test is supposed to be able to do. So let's keep our fingers crossed on that. Public officials I've spoken with, under the condition that, I can't say no name, they fed up with the response and with the help from the federal government. VP Pence, you and Jared Kushner, remember y'all said it would be rocking and rolling in July? Remind y'all, and the economy will be booming again. Let me remind y'all, this July we got 170,000 people dead. 170,000 people dead. Dead. In 5 or 6 months. We got over 50 million people unemployed. And when they asked him that, it's down to 1,000, he said that was a good job. See, this is what I'm talking about. These are the people, non-qualified. That's why I keep telling y'all, we ain't playing with no pilot. We're not playing with no pilot. No empathy at all. Incapable of having any. I guess the question I would like to ask him, is this booming, Mr. Pence? Is this booming, Mr. Kushner? This booming, right? People dying alone with nobody to say goodbye to? And y'all holding rallies in Wisconsin? People dying and y'all playing golf. Okay, we see you. Go enjoy yourself, Mr. Trump. Go ahead on. Because we might be give you a permanent vacation. Huh? We about to give you a permanent vacation. That's what we about to give you. So just go on, enjoy yourself. Go on and play some golf. Go on, do all the stuff you do. Go have a good time. Because we about to send you on a permanent vacation. Because I just can't believe the disrespectful and irresponsible messaging that's going on. I can't believe it. Somebody, please call me and help me with this. Because it seems to me he's attempting to rig the system right in our face. That's what kind of irks me. That's what kind of irks me. Oh, you gonna do it right in my face? Oh, really? I don't know about y'all, but he seems so desperate to me. You know, and the reason I said, who goes out and says if they lose the election, it's rigged? Who does that? It lets you know the character of the man. Huh? You find out what you made of when it's time to step up. You've been riding Obama coattail ever since you've been in office. Now it's time to step up, and you fold up. Call the unit editors outside the round table with HL Silent.
Good afternoon. My name is Jay, originally from Miami, Florida, by way of Fort Bragg, North Carolina. How you doing today, brother?
All right, my brother. How you doing?
All right. Actually, just tuned in, but I think I caught just a little snippet of what you just shared, and it's a reference to the mindset of our people having like the savior complex in the form of former President Barack Obama. Is that correct?
I didn't hear what you said.
No, I was actually just piggybacking off of what you just said. I'm a first-time caller.
Yeah, I heard that part. Yeah, I heard that part. I was asking what your question was.
Oh, I was actually just trying to make sure I was on topic. The last part of where I get caught, you were basically just touching on like the mindset of our people in reference to, you know, what the former President Obama did or did not provide. Is that correct?
Oh no, brother. I don't know what show you listen to. Nah, we ain't talking about nothing about Obama or none of that. We talking about Trump right now.
Okay, awesome. I'd love to chime in on that as well. So, just a little bit about myself, and I'm being completely transparent because I feel like this is the time to speak up.
Excuse me, bro. You gotta kind of get to a question because we gotta move on with the show. So go ahead and tell me, give me the question, and we'll hang up and I answer on the other side. Go ahead.
Okay. Yeah. My apologies.
Oh no, no problem.
I'll just share my personal position on the current president. So I'm actually active duty military, and so I was actually talking to one of my elders or one of my mentors, and I was actually telling them that I'm actually glad that 45 is there. In my humble opinion, it's been like true serum because he makes people in the dominant society show their hand. And now, considering the current climate, they're emboldened. So they're not hiding it anymore. Personally, I like overt white supremacist or bigot. I don't like a covert white supremacist or a bigot. So I'm actually glad that he's in there. I personally feel at the age of 39, he's galvanized the youth. And at 39, I'm considered the elder of the youth. So in my opinion, this is a generation that's going to turn it around. The one thing I think that they didn't count on was that we would ever wake up mentally. And I think that through the oppression, through the barbarism, it actually woke us up. And so now what you're seeing through like the current political situation with the Democrats, with Biden and Kamala Harris, grassroots, we're rejecting her because we're more astute politically. So we have an agenda, you know, reparations in the form of $20 trillion, or we just won't vote. We'll leverage our vote. And so when it comes to 45, again, I don't support him. You know, I don't like what he stands for. And that's you know that's technically my fault. But I'm actually thankful that he's there because he's an honest racist. I don't like diet racism. And to be perfectly honest, I actually hope he get 4 more years because it's only going to wake us up even more. We're at a point now where people got to, excuse my language, you got to shit or get off the pot and you got to pick a side. No more fitness strategy.
All right,
I feel
we got to move on, but I think no, listen. What I'm saying is, you know, I want you to be able to call in, but you know, we got other people calling in, and I just want you to try to stay on to what's going on, or talk about something you know, because you're all over the place. But I agree with a lot of stuff you're saying, my brother. You understand what I'm saying? And that's what this is, a platform for you know, you to be able to just say what you feel. And I don't want you to feel like you can't say that, because this is what I want. I want to hear a whole host of different opinions and views. You feel me? So I really appreciate your call. God bless you, bro.
No doubt. Take care.
All right. Yeah, I agree with some of the things you said. You know, this is what this show is all about. You know, everybody ain't gonna agree. That's it, and that's what I want. I want opinions from everywhere, because we can all take something from what another person has said, even if we disagree, even if we disagree, or we happily disagree. So I appreciate that call. But I really want to get back to Mr. Trump. He went on to say we're rigging the election. A president of the United States calling in doubt the integrity of our country. Are you kidding me? Somebody, anybody, wake me up. Because I feel like I'm dreaming. Huh? Let me help Mr. Trump out. Mr. Trump, I'm going to help you out. And I'm going to make sure that you can, you know, honestly backed up with documented fact. Okay, Mr. Trump, you do know you're losing all over the country by double digits, don't you? Huh? You do know that, right? Oh, I get it. You're not paying that no attention. Just like you're not paying this pandemic no attention, huh? Just like you ain't paying this pandemic no attention. So that's becoming your model, living in your own fantasy reality world. Well, guess what? I don't want to live in it. I get it. But it's just sad, because I know better. But y'all, listen to me. It's a lot of people out here, old, elderly, whatever the case may be. It's the United States of America, the greatest country in the world, with the greatest people in the world. They expect the president, and we expect the president of our United States to be a person that unifies, not divides. Huh? We expect our president to be a unifier and not a divider. Donald Trump, the great divider. That's what the first thing gonna come to my mind, the great divider. He the only one to turn people against each other who would never, ever in this world have a problem with each other. The great divider. You gotta be the great divider to be able to do that. But just like Michelle Obama said, it just ain't for us. You know, it just ain't for us. You know what I mean? It just ain't for us. Irresponsible. Put that out there without no evidence. Voter fraud, this and that. In fact, it actually shows, the data actually shows there is no voter fraud, no election tampering. So you the fake news. I don't like to see our country suffering like this. Let me ask you guys a question. Have you ever had a situation where you were trying to help or get something done and the person's supposed to be cool with you and y'all supposed to be on the same page, but it seemed like that person who was supposed to be helping you seems to be actually attempting to sabotage what you're actually doing? Have you ever had a situation like that? That's the feeling I get from Mr. Trump. Huh? That's the feeling I get from Mr. Trump. Let me ask you another question. Y'all feel free to get on the phone. 386-516-8030, 8031. Call in, let me know if you agree or don't agree. Let me know. Let me know it's un-American to attack the post office. Let me know. I don't know. Let me know. I mean, I feel like I'm dreaming. Somebody call in, is it un-American to attack the post office? I know they try to say un-American and kneel, but is it un-American to attack the post office? Something that seniors expect to get their drugs sent to them on a consistent and on a timely manner. Call you on the air, HL Solid. You on the air, outside the round table. Huh?
This Mac, I'll be listening to you all the time. I just want to say that
his radio need turned down.
So they know he was a dictator when they put him in there. So that's the problem. And another thing I want to say, America ain't gonna get better until they stop living in a lie. And the only thing that's going to stop them from living in a lie is get rid of everything that the federal had in America, then America would be free. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. And passionate about them calls. I love it. Love it. But get back to what I was saying. Is it un-American to attack the post office? I'm just asking. Like I say, I'm trying to stimulate conversation and assimilate information. Coming in and going out. I learn from you guys. You call in, tell me stuff. I tell y'all stuff. And we all stay informed. How about that? Huh? So I want to know, is it un-American to attack the post office? It is un-American. Is it un-American to attack Obamacare right in the middle of a pandemic? I don't know. I'm asking you. Because that's what's happening. I'm asking you if it's un-American. Because that's what's happening. with the post office and Obamacare like smack in the middle of a pandemic. I ain't making this up. But you want to spend people dying. And you want to spend your time playing a victim all the time. Oblivious to what's going on right in front of you. I can't believe that Congress is not back in Washington right now, getting to the bottom of this mess. Because he know he's trying to create a mess so he won't have to give up his position. Oh no, he already going up, putting it out there now. Oh, it's going to be rigged if I don't win. No, you know you're going to lose by a landslide. So you're going to spend American tax dollars to have some phony little scheme, just like all the little frivolous investigation that you're spending all that taxpayer money. You want to hear about taxpayer and getting the regular Joe some money to pay his bill, but yet you're spending thousands and tens of thousands of dollars on frivolous investigations into nothings, just wasting taxpayers' money while putting money in the pockets of all your lawyer friends on our dime. See, this is what people need to know. The particulars to the particular. The nerve of Congress, the Senate, talking about the Senate, I'm going to put the address of the Senate, to go home when people out here hungry. Food bank people got in cars for over a mile waiting in line at a food to get some food at a food bank. That's a shame. I want y'all to remember that. It is un-American for Congress to leave Washington and go home on vacation. Is that un-American? Calling you on the air with HL outside the round table.
Mr. Side, how you doing today, my brother?
Oh, how you doing, sir?
I'm good, man. I've been getting here in a couple of weeks. My job just kind of handcuffing me. But I want to talk about that caller that called a couple minutes ago.
Uh-huh.
The one that was talking about he was glad at 45, got appointed or got elected. And actually, I can see his point of what he was trying to say.
Mm-hmm.
Because he was saying that a lot of these covert racists are starting to show their hand now.
Mm-hmm.
And I know and I know a lot of people who, we thought, felt differently. Now they're starting to show their true colors.
Oh yeah, he had great points of view. He had great points. Cause that's what this show about, Mr. Scott. I want everybody to call from millionaire to the guy cutting yards on the corner. I want everybody to be able, because this is what this show is, for everybody to put that out there, how they feeling, and everybody can take something. Say, you took a little something from that. This is what I want. This is the platform that I want. I'm loving it. But I'm sorry to cut y'all. What you were saying now?
No, I'm saying, but he lost me when he said we need another four.
Yeah, but see, I think he's kind of being cynical, facetious. I think he's being facetious.
But that's something that kind of upset me today. And I was walking out of the door on my way to work, and one of
bunker man, that's what I call him, one of his senior officials, Miles Taylor, he quit the administration because he said, I think back in 2018 when they were having all those fires in California, and they went to Trump to get some funds so they can, stop those fires that were going on out there. And he said that he was told the people in California didn't vote for Bunker Man, so he refused to give them the funds. He said, let them burn. He said, if they didn't vote for me, let them burn.
Well, that's what he said about Democratic cities.
What? Go ahead.
That's what he said about Democratic cities. He said the same thing about Democratic cities. I mean, it's outrageous. It's outrageous. It's outrageous, man. Yeah.
So how are you going to say, as president, you're for the country, everybody in the country, if you're discriminating against the ones who you say didn't vote for you? Because you see what he said about John Lewis. Well, he didn't come to my inauguration, so...
Because he's a narcissist. It's all about him. He's a narcissist. We in the middle of a pandemic, and he's crying about how he being treated. He the leader of the free world. That show you how weak he is. Anytime the most powerful man in the world is whining, something wrong with that picture. That's an oxymoron. That's a paradox. How can you be whining? How can you be whining? How can you always be the victim when you're the one inflicting pain? That's my point.
A lot of people starting to see through that now because you got a lot of Republicans now. I don't know if you watched a little bit of the convention last night, but you got a lot of Republicans now that's coming out and speaking against them. So I think a lot of people are starting to see through that.
Scott, God is good. You know what's happening, don't you? It's spilling over into their pockets. It's spilling over into their pockets. Look at college football. It's spilling over into their pockets now. Hey, hold up. It's affecting us. You put the flood downstairs, but it's coming up here. And that's what you got going on. How can North Carolina say, we're not going to have no on campus. Everything is going to be online. But the football players still up for the play. Huh? Because they got to pay all them bills. They got all them bills to pay. They make hundreds of millions of dollars off our kids. That's why I keep telling you, see, this is a spotlight on our kids now. You see what I'm saying? Our kids ain't got to go out there and play. So it's almost like, it was almost like the blackout that I was saying that we need to do in order for them to start playing the kids. The kids should get a percentage. It should be a percentage of that money going to the kids. So even if you don't meet the pros, it's a motivational tool for you to graduate so you can come home with some money. All that money been made, 90% white coaches. You see what I'm saying? I'm not prejudiced. I just want you to be fair. I just want you to be fair. We want part of it. We generate money too. We want to get paid on what we generate too. That's all. Don't get mad because this antiquated model got to get turned over. And that's what... go ahead, I'm sorry.
I think fairness is going out of the window. We can forget about anything being fair now. Everything is being done on a whim. And as long as he still got people that's co-signing and enabling, people like Marco Rubio, he made some kind of stupid tweet, and I guess that's their new thing now, tweeting, about who the Democrats had last night at their convention moderate, and he said something about, you got a TV actress as the moderator, I'm sure she knows a lot. I'm like, dude, your president is a celebrity apprentice guy, and he's the president. And he's at a Republican convention once, Clint Eastwood stood there and talked to a chair for 20 minutes. And you're making, comments about who is moderating a convention? I mean, I think that's the least of your worries right now.
Hey, Mr. Scott, Mr. Scott, you want to hold on 1 second? We got to go to a break, right? Got to take a hard break right quick. You want to hold? Okay. You want to hold on?
Okay, now I'll go ahead, man, and let you finish the rest of the show.
Oh.
I just wanted to call in and actually I haven't touched base with you in a couple of weeks because of my job, and I'm kind of fighting shifts right now. So I'll go ahead and I'll hang up and listen.
Okay, I appreciate you. Outside the round table, be right back.
All right.
All right.
This is Daytona Station for God.
Okay, we back. I just want to know if it's un-American to do these things. Because I know we made a big deal about Obamacare. We get Obamacare passed, and you come right back and undermine Obamacare. You're not doing the bidding of the people. You're not doing the bidding of the people. Carter, you're on the air outside the round table with HL. Seems to be gone. Anyway, somebody let me know it's un-American for Congress to leave Washington and go home on vacation. There's nobody saying nothing about it. These people out here with they need their rent money. Hello? Yeah. Call you on the air.
Hey, how you doing?
Oh, hi. I'm sorry, I didn't know nobody was on here. How you doing?
I am fine. I want you to know that you do not have to scream and holler to tell people it's real.
Okay, thank you.
I think you're doing a fabulous job, and I want you to keep doing the job, because when all this is said and done, you go around for office in Ormond Beach, and I'm going to be the person to do it.
I'm flattered, but no thank you.
No, you have to, because you have to be the person that steps up and speaks up. These people do not want to speak up. They act like they're scared. And I ain't scared, and neither are you. So I know we'll make a hell of a fine team. I love you, and I hope you have a wonderful day.
Thank you so much. God bless.
God bless you too, baby.
But my number one job is to be the eyes and the ears of the people. That's what my job is. Because I've seen how misinformation has led good people to believe in issues that really aren't true. And I told y'all time and time again, I'm going to do my best to keep everybody abreast of what's going on. Not what's going on, but what's really going on. Huh? And that's what my official role is. And that's what my official role will always be. The voice of the voiceless. That's what that's going to be. The voice of the voiceless. That's why outside the round table, I want to ask the tough questions. But I'm going to be fair. I'm going to be fair. What's wrong with that? I just think I want to get back to Republican and Democrat. We always have Republican and Democrat. I tell you, all my friends are Republicans. They just don't know me so long. So, that's a jail. You know, we don't let that get between us, and that's how everybody should be. But I have to tell you what's in my heart, because I have moral obligation. I love my country, and I just think the action of this president is dangerous. His actions is dangerous. His mouth is dangerous. And I just think it's very important with all the misinformation going on to have that show or that place where you can go and find out pretty much what's really going on. And that's outside the round table. That's why we outside that round table. All I want to do is tap you on your shoulder and let you know the train coming. And let you know what's being done. And the policies that's being implemented that will affect you and me in your everyday lives. Huh? That's all. That's all. And we need that. With all the misinformation, it's ridiculous. Listen, everybody. He not hard to figure out. I don't understand why we act like we don't see this. I can't tell y'all a blind man to see it. Call me the Trump whisperer. Call me the Trump whisperer. Don't you call me? I can tell you everything. He's just like that quarterback who telegraph that pass. I'm for to pick him off. That's exactly what he's doing. Everything he say you doing to him, that's what he doing to you. Huh? He's not trying to help us. He's trying to dismantle our country. Think about it. Think about it. Will you attack the post office? You attack our climate? You attack our doctors, our nurses, our first responders by not giving them PPEs to protect themselves? They walk around with makeshift PPEs? Were they trying to save our lives? He's attacking our treasury. Don't y'all forget about them 600 billion he over now. That's what he's trying to do now. I keep telling you, we'll talk about that in another show. But what he's trying to do, he's trying to create chaos while he can try to walk out the door with our money. Because we had Inspector General, remember we had our watchdogs in place, and he promptly went in there after they started complaining. He promptly fired him and put his own watchdog, none of which are qualified for those posts. What you say? I say they're not qualified for those positions. They're just figureheads. So who watching our money? Donald Trump. Donald Trump? Donald Trump? Are you kidding me? Every time you say Donald Trump over the American people tax dollars, I want to go jump off a building on the top of my head. That's how I become. Knowing that here's a guy who spent all his life tax evading. Never tried to put nothing back in like the rest of us. And y'all got now he over our money. I guess the whole thing with Don King say, only in America. Only in America. I tell you. But do y'all see where we're going with this? Trying to slow the post office down. That's an attack on us all. You know, when you start messing with the post office, you pretty much attacking everybody now. People out here living paycheck to paycheck. 170,000 people dead nationwide. And we still, ladies and gentlemen, don't have a national plan. Are you kidding me? That should be reason enough for us to realize we got to make sure this guy doesn't do irreparable damage to our nation before he gets out of the White House. Because people don't get it. It's not about how much money he bringing in. It's not about how much money he made with him. It ain't about that. about y'all making tons of money. It's that, and I'm being serious. It's the fact that I don't feel safe with him in the White House. When I say, like I say, I mean us. When I say us, I'm talking about the USA. Because I think he's a Putin asset. I do. So it doesn't surprise me when he constantly seems to make matters worse instead of better. His whole game plan to me is to keep chaos alive. I don't know about to y'all. He wants those long lines out there to get tested. That's showing him and Putin that he don't slow down the testing. Because remember, on July 24th, we were testing 930,000 people per day. I know, because I keep up with it. We tested 930,000 people a day in this country. Now we're testing 650,000 per day. Almost 100. That's 180,000 less per day. Why would you do that with Georgia and Florida on fire? Georgia and Florida on fire, surging. And he's slowing down testing. We need to be speeding up testing. You see what I mean? I keep telling anybody who will listen, we need to be testing about 5 million people a day. Because we ain't going to be able to wish this virus away. Got to keep on playing games and trying to go back to school and trying to play football and try to inch on back out there, inch on back out. We won't listen. We won't be able to wish this virus away. And with no leadership, unfortunately, a lot of people will be dead in the next 2 or 3 months that didn't have to die. That's what irritates me. That didn't have to die. That's why I keep telling everybody, they're playing games. See, they're playing games with our lives. And I'm from the government and the news agencies and organizations that haven't sounded the alarm in a way to awaken up the American people. You know, you can wake somebody gently if it's not imminent danger. But if it's imminent danger, you're going to wake them up in a manner befitting the situation, right? Well, here we got, we're in the worst pandemic ever, and we got a guy. The worst pandemic ever, and we got a guy that's tone deaf. So the fact that we're in a fight for our lives right now in the country isn't really taking it serious because it's not being shown in light in the media. It's like I keep telling you a train about to hit you. And what I'm trying to say, listen, we only get one life. And right now it's up to us. You hear me? It's up to us to talk among ourselves and listen to the scientists. Listen to the scientists. We should be demanding that the scientists take over the relief plan and sit Mike Pence and Jared Kushner down. How you guys feel about that today? I don't know if you're organizing for the election in November, but if you are, let me know. Because we got to get everybody to the polls. So what we got to do is assimilate information. Listen, we got to stop looking for leadership from the White House. Stop looking for leadership from the White House. Look to God and your friends and your family, period. Also, you can go to Outside the Round Table on YouTube. If you miss my show during the day, I try my best to have it out at least the next day. But I'm going to be there for you every Tuesday at noon, trust me, letting you know what's going on. Because I don't like what I'm seeing. Because I demand American people be treated with respect. I mean, I feel we're not being respected in America. We're America. It's unheard of for the President of the United States saying if he lose the election, it's rigged. Are you kidding me? He's losing by double digits in Wisconsin, everybody. Own supporters. Because now they're being impacted in a real way. You know? I live in Ormond. Last time the election came around, all I saw was, out of 5 signs, all 5 was Trump. Now when I go on my daily walk, out of 5 signs, maybe 3 or 4 gonna be Trump. So we might be getting one out of the bunch. But listen, I enjoyed everybody today. And you can reach me at outside the round table at gmail.com. And we're going to be going on Facebook Live in the coming weeks. Still looking for some web designers. Are we still? Yeah, still looking for web designers. And until next Tuesday at noon, I'm out.
I'd like to thank you for joining me.